Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How are you all doing? Welcome back to some more Imperator Rome here today on the channel. We're going to be starting episode 12 of my Spartan Empire Let's Play campaign. Here today, we're going to be declaring war upon Egypt and hopefully destroying the House of Ptolemy. So guys, if you like the sound of that, feel free to leave the video a like, subscribe if you're new around here with notifications on. Let me know in the comment section down below feedback and suggestions for the series thus far. Let me know in the comments where you'd like me to expand and conquer. Here today, we're going to go to war with Egypt, but I want to try and continue to reform Alexander's legacy, Alexander's empire, so we're probably going to have to continue eastward if we want to hit that objective. So welcome back to the series, guys. It is currently 67 BCE, the 14th of January. So, in the last episode, we managed to defeat Colchis and Cappadocia in Asia Minor. I have had to skip a couple of decades ahead before we have the entirety of Asia Minor under our control. We currently have 82 armies ready to go against Egypt. We have well over 2 million men ready to go against the Egyptians, and it's going to be a hell of a fight. So, we're currently under the imperial reign of Hero Philisegad, 76 years of age. Unfortunately, he's only got a couple months to live. He's 76, he's got cancer, he's very under the weather, and, well, fortunately for us, his son, Polius, he's 58, who has some children as well, Antialcidius, and Acro here as well. So he is currently our emperor. His father before him was Acro-Egad, the conqueror of Pergamon and Colchis, of course, and then Hero Philisegad, the conqueror of Thrace. Then we go back all the way to the Spartan kings of old. We are technically an emperor in our own divine right. So Hero here, Acro is a king, Acro, and then our first king, Areus-Egad. So at the moment, my line is secure through my children and grandchildren, which is fantastic to see. I even have a great-grandchild here. My third in line is 41 years of age. Like I said, we've mustered all the troops from our available known world. I'll quickly switch to the diplomacy overview. So overall, we have the entirety of Greece, Asia Minor, all the way up into Colchis under our control, Illyria, Egypt, and North Africa here. So here today, we're going to be declaring war upon Egypt. Now, they've had a recent succession. A 21-year-old has taken the throne over Ptolemy Ligid, who died at 60. He was the previous king. They do follow an Egyptian religious doctrine. They're of Macedonian blood, and same as well. They still follow. There should be some Hellenic family members, you would imagine. Well, maybe not. So here today, we're going to be starting the war with Hero Philisegad, our current emperor. The war will be taken over by my son, who is 58, eventually once he rises to the imperial throne. And he's not too well as well. Dysentery is a very bad trait in our family. He's seeking treatment for it now, but he also has arthritis. It's 67 BCE. Let's get stuck into Egypt here today. So, I've managed to put 300 ships on the River Nile, or the sea to the Nile here. This is what we really want to try and take. We've got a decent amount of forces here. Myself and my sons are going to be doing the main push. We've got units all the way back to Pergamon ready to go. At the moment, the Egyptians do have Cyprus, and they've got some territory over here. Actually, I might get a mercenary band here, just for being safe. I do have an army here defending North Africa. We're okay here in Italy. We did have trouble with rebels a while ago there, but I just noticed this then, and there's a couple more pockets of Egyptians here. So, welcome back to the series, guys. Let's get stuck into Egypt here today. So, let's fabricate a claim. So, which is their most populous region? The province of the Western Delta, 600 pops. Or we could go with the central delta. No, let's go with the western delta. And on the 13th of February, the Empire of Sparta will go to war with the Egyptians. Arcadia will go to war with Egypt. Alright. So, we actually have a war deck on Cyprus. Really? Oh, okay. Let's take the western delta here for now. And, oh my god, I forgot. We had so many trade nodes actually going to Sparta itself. Now that we're at war with Egypt, that's one of the complications here. Oh, that sucks. I'm going to have to... Oh, it's already not on that anyway. There's not much more we can trade with, which is a shame. No matter. Alright, so let's get the entire army here to go with independent operations. And we'll keep my navy here for now. We could even go with hunt fleets, perhaps. So, let's see what the Egyptians are going to come up against us with. Oh, wow. Okay, so they've only got 32,000 to our 500,000 archers. They've got 10,000 camels, we don't have any. We've got 36,000 heavy Roman cavalry compared to their 10,000 Egyptian cavalry. We outnumber their heavy infantry significantly, which is fantastic. I've also managed to bring as well, with the capture of Cappadocia and the Asia Minor territories, we're able to have 150 of our own horse archers, which are obviously not the Spartans aren't riding horseback. But the Cappadocians are. I've also brought some of my own skirmishers, my light cav, 71k, and I've brought a decent amount of my own. I've got 41k here, they've only got 21. They do have 5,000 war elephants though. That's something we've got to keep an eye on. And they have 78 triremes. Out of my own curiosity, yeah, they had no allies backing them. They are trading. They were at war with whom? Someone in the south here. In the Arabian Peninsula, rather. Okay, so we're already at 3% towards capitulation. Oh, to start off the war, the Spartan fleet is going toe-to-toe with the Egyptian. Look at the different color contrast in the sea. This is beautiful outside Alexandria. Okay, so we've had a death here, unfortunately, in our magistrates. That's fine. Can we bring anyone in just yet? No, we're running out of officers. Most of our army actually isn't even controlled by an officer. It's all just controlled by the AI, which is unfortunate. Oh, he rose to the throne. I skipped it. Oh no, Herophilus died at 77 years of age. His father before him, 74. Especially in the ancient world, we're actually getting some really nice longevity out of our characters. So, unfortunately, he died of dysentery. That's a shame. Freak accident, he died. I think another one died of dysentery a while ago. He died from having sex. He died from having a rotten something. Another one from dysentery here as well. So, 58 years of age. Polypolius, I think that's how you say his name, Egad, has risen to the throne. And our line is secure through his 3 sons, who even have children of their own. So the Egad line is still coming along nicely. At the moment, we are still the most dominant family with 6,300. If I get some more females in here, that would be ideal, but we'll just have to see. Okay, well, let's continue on the initiative and try and take as much territory as possible. So we've neutralized their main navy, which is perfect. What I'm going to do is... Why do they have a tendency to pull back there? Maybe because of supply and operations? I'm not entirely sure. I forgot about you. This is no man's land here, but there are territory in Cyrenaica here. How many tiles away is that from Cyprus? I'm actually going to redirect you to Cyprus, so we can actually take that. Okay, our fleet is getting blockaded there. That's all right. We do have you, so you should be on search and destroy still. Okay, cool. We're pushing over the border here now. We're going to be hopefully taking the ancient city of Jerusalem. They're at 1% to capitulation, so we've only killed 72 of their sailors here at sea. And we'll continue to wait for some more officers. So hopefully they give us a bit of a run for our money. In the last episode, if you haven't gone and watched it, I managed to fight a two-pronged attack against Cappadocia and Colchis. So let's continue on with the arts. We have just shy of 40,000 in the bank. We've got shy of 1.7 million manpower reserves in our army, which is fantastic. Okay, can you actually... I've got you here defending. If I send you to independent operations, can you go here and try and snuff some of these islands out? Okay, you guys sitting back here, you've taken some territory, but ideally, I want to try and get all these blokes down towards the front line. At the moment, we seem to be, with impunity, taking a lot of territory in Egypt, but look how dense and compact this is. Look at the rivers. It's fantastic. Alright, 41,000 there. Oh, we've got our first fight of the series. 67 Spartans against 26,000 Egyptians. We're fighting... not really near Cairo's a little bit further back here. We're fighting in the depths of the River Nile. Excellent. Victory. We have victory. So we've lost 7,200 Spartans for now, and we've killed 14,000 of that. Good. Let's continue on the initiative. Push and attack. What's this? A crocodile? Just imagine all the Spartans. Oh, we've overextended ourselves there. There's about 100k Egyptians. Come on, guys. We can't allow mediocrity to seep into our ranks. We are Spartans at the end of the day. Come on, try and help this out. 167k. That must be like nearly the majority of the army. So we've won a good battle here. We've also lost one. Okay, unfortunately we've got a province disloyalty here. Is it something to do with you? It could very well be. 87. Hopefully that comes back up, but I'm going to have to keep an eye on that. -7. Why is that? Leading from the front. Our troops fleeing... Oh, no. Okay, he's no one of importance. Do the right thing. Lead for the lead from the front. Even if you get captured. Victory or defeat. We always go forward, never backwards. Okay. And you can be brought in here as well. Alright, 6% towards capitulation, and 215k are going just outside Alexandria against their 153. Come on, guys. You gotta risk it for the biscuit, or brisket. Alright, we've got enough religious power here to sacrifice a pigu. That's what I wanted to do once we got our new emperor in charge. The conqueror of Egypt. Obviously, his father before him, Imperator was the mastermind again for Egypt, but Polyus here will be, well, he will be the emperor that conquered Egypt. His name will be etched into the tombstones of history. 500,000 Spartans fighting on the River Nile here against the Egyptians. Come on, and victory! We have victory. 67,000. And ironically, it was a Persian to do it. He is of the Hellenic culture, but he's, yeah, Sicilian, Persian, yeah. That was because of the regions there in Cappadocia. Acro, my grandson, I believe. His father was Herophilus-Egad. My brother, so my nephew. My nephew's been crook. Oh, it's okay. So, we've managed to kill 94,000 of them. We have lost 187k of our own. Maybe it's due to attrition. We're really pushing for it now, but look at this! Even I've been a bit crook. Crikey, look how many Spartans are here! We're going to be able to gobble up this territory quick fast. Insist on an oath of allegiance. Right. So, I want to see here. Has anyone decided to push over and go on the ships and go? I don't think so. Alright, let the pillaging of Memphis go. We'll send 22k over to Cyprus. Yeah. Is it too much of a sort of a hop going to there? No matter. Okay, decisions-wise, to reunite Alexander's empire, we still need to take Alexandria, Memphis, Gaza, Babylon, Alexandria, something else, and Alexandria. He goddamn names so much shit after himself. Has the biggest messiah complex, Alexander the Great. I think there was like 15 things he named throughout his empire. I guess I would too if I was Alexander the Great. 66,000 here. We're about to have a good fight here with Philinius. Hellenic, Peloponnesian as well. Let's rid these Macedonians. Even though they're Egyptian, they're ethnically Macedonian. 24%, white peace imminent. We need a new researcher here as well. We might need to sort that out in a moment. Sort by characters and get a new religious leader in. Most of them seem to be female for now. You're a mercenary captain, which is unfortunate. Is there a commander in here? Yeah, sure. So you're commanding the first admiral. That's easy. We can get our first admiral out here. And yeah, we'll pop you in here. Perfect. Okay, cool. Move you here, so. Alrighty, so if we can take the entirety of Egypt, destroy their armies to a pulp, smash their manpower as well, we're going to be nearly be able to claim the entirety of Egypt, but crikey, it's so large. Egypt, logistically trying to legally annex all this territory and spend our war score and conquer it is going to take maybe 2-3 more wars, even though we're going to destroy them in this first one. That's just how it is. Alright, cool. We're doing really well against the Egyptians. I thought they would have held a bit better than that. So we've lost 220k to their 180. I think we lost more casualties and had more of a fight against Colchis than we did against the goddamn Egyptians. To be fair, they have been fighting some minor skirmishes. They were previously. They did have territory in Asia Minor for a bit, didn't they? And then they lost it to sort of a Pergamon, Cappadocia blitzkrieg of Asia Minor. Okay, we're still continuing on the initiative here. There's still about 100,000 in reserve here that are just sort of sitting back, but well, we're doing alright. At the moment, they still seem to have maybe about 100,000 forces left, but maybe most of them are sort of in a reserve or retreating sort of phase. We've got a good fight going on here, though. The 4th Strategos is fighting 41,000, so we've got a fight further south in Africa. 80,000, 120k coming in here. The main commander is Philinius again, pushing for it. Alright, let's go with our omens. Let's continue to go with national unrest. And in the religion tab, we probably can get rid of some of that war exhaustion we're already experiencing. The Egyptians are at 79% towards to capitulation. It's 64 BC. The war has been raging on for about 4 or 5 years now. And we can see the tail end in sight. Where, look how much of an actual desert it is. Like, not much of this is actually occupied. Damn, we're pushing up into Cyrenaica there. I want to try and navally invade the Cyprus where we can. We might need to sort of rally up over here, say. Get to the ports and send a decent amount up and over. There's a port this side of it, isn't it? So let's rally up. We'll try and take Cyprus here. We want to try and hit 100% war score. It'd be interesting to see if there's many more forces in the south. Battle hardened. Yeah. 9-star commander. He's doing really quite well. 5,000 there. Warriors honor. It's a dangerous precedent. Always bribe them. That's what you have to do when you're a emperor. Okay, so Let's move the armies onto the ships, and then we'll try and get them to disembark and take Cyprus. 60,000 should suffice. Okay, so let's move you here. War cannot access. Cannot move here as the unit lacks access. Maybe we need to fall into a better position? Yeah, why is it doing that? Why are you playing funny buggers with me? Imperator Rome. Alright, we're going to disembark on Cyprus now and finish that off. I really wanted Cyprus. We could have got it in the war against, was it the Colchist? It was against Pergamon or whatever. But unfortunately, the goddamn Egyptians took it from me in the peace conference. No matter, we're going to take it back from them. That's maybe why we had a war deck on them when I declared war upon Egypt. Now, we had a couple of options when I declared war upon them. We had a choice of fabricating a claim or fighting for supremacy. I do believe fabricating the claim gave us more sort of war score. But, I don't know. Let me know. 96% towards capitulation. And once we get these blokes to take the rest of the island, we've got them. So they had some territory here in Asia Minor in the south. They had some islands just eastward of Athens. Okay, now we've got a couple of options here. I don't think someone of a who isn't even, like, I think it's right. He wasn't Hellenic then. We forced him to convert to be Hellenic. He's from Armenian culture. He really shouldn't be our chief philosopher, I don't think. Or, where's my tech? Yeah, tech-wise. Yeah, we don't really need him in. But he definitely should get a religious debuff from that, in my opinion. Alright, let's try and bribe my sons and grandsons. Make sure they don't just rise up against us somehow. Okay, we've still got a lot of armies here that are absent of leaders. And let's try and bring in some other notable families. Let's force conversion. You at least have to follow the Hellenic rule. As we have so many factions coming in now, we might have to allow Armenians to control some of the armies. I know. We're Spartans. But the 25% morale debuff isn't amazing. So we will have some other funky factions. Come on, it just seems to be lagging a little bit. So, for example, so you are Hellenic Peloponnesian. You're Hellenic Peloponnesian as well. Yeah, so for example, you're Hellenic, but you're Carthaginian. So we've got a couple of Carthaginians in our ranks, as we conquered most of their territory in North Africa. I want to see if there's anyone to sort of take note of here. It'd be easy looking at portraits. Like, for example, Armenian, Hellenic. I won't allow them to not be a part of my religion, at least. But yeah, we've got Armenians, Carthaginians, some Persians here and there. Like, what are you exactly? Oh, you're actually Persian as well, yeah. A subclass, to be exact. Okay, we've got a bunch of fleets blockading me somewhere. There's only one. Are you kidding me? There's only goddamn one Egyptian fleet left. Maybe it's Cleopatra riding around in her golden barge. That's not a euphemism for anything. The gods of war. There is only one god, and his name is Ares. So how well are we doing in the south here now? 99% to capitulation. Man, we're nearly actually all the way down into the Horn of Africa itself. Yeah, there it is. There's Ethiopia. We're really going super far south, which is fantastic. Get it to 100% towards capitulation, and I'll be happy. I'm not too fussed about these territories down here on the Arabian Peninsula. Here though, I'd like to try and take. Make sure we loot, sack and pillage as much as possible. Completely smash their manpower. For when we sue for peace, we're going to be able to take the majority of the territory. So hopefully by now, maybe some other factions have really built up. So we'll allow the AI to continue on the initiative and take its thing. So there's still a large Dacian force in the north. A Dacian faction. Yeah, Dacian. Got to keep an eye on them. What are these guys? Are these also Dacian? No, these are Gallic. There's a large Gallic tribe we could deal with. The Germans aren't overly strong. Oh, maybe not. Maybe they have. Helveconia. Vandal Germanic. That's cool. And here as well. Another Gallic people. Man, in my Roman campaign there was two. I think it was the Rugii or the Ligurians. Up in the north. The Carnutes managed to take power. Not the actual Gauls. Galatia seems to be taking power. But there was a massive separatist faction in the east. Carthage still manages to hold some territory that border with us. We had to peace out with Carthage some time ago. Disloyal provinces. Hopefully I can eventually change that. So you're still disloyal under this bloke. Maybe if we chuck someone else in charge, that might change things. No, even you. Yeah, I just have to keep an eye on that sort of stuff. Because it can cause a civil war. Okay, 99% towards capitulation now. What exactly will tick it over? We're pushing further in the south here. They've only got 26,000 archers left. They've still got some lot of elephants. So overall, we did lose a couple. We lost 350k, they lost 314. Now it's just attrition. Forcing the Spartans to lug through the desert is a logistical and attrition-fueled nightmare. But we're going to do it. Because we want to try and smash their manpower and take as much gold from their cities as we can. Okay, we need another researcher here. That's fine, let's bring you in. And we might actually be able to bring someone who's a bit... Yeah, look at this, 14 finesse. Let's bring you in. Or maybe it's... That was him before. Maybe it's because of him. Maybe he's doing all this funky corruption stuff. Let's also try and increase the legitimacy for my heir if we can. And now that's allowed us to get some more men in under our command as well. So, what are even you? You're Gallic, but you're Hellenic. That's cool, because we do have territory in Cisalpine Gaul. It's kind of unavoidable, isn't it? Even though we want to try and keep Spartan rule, as we sort of have a mass empire, as we go through and conquer other peoples, their aristocracy comes with them. And there's not really much we really can do about it. If we want to be able to house 84 armies, you're going to have to make some sacrifices. Now, unfortunately, by the look of it, there doesn't seem to be any Egads for my children to marry. I want to try and keep it in the family if we can. If I go to Egads, so... Oh, yeah, we actually do have a women crisis. So they don't have any children. It's only 3 and 2-year-olds. Oh, that's a shame. So for my other sons, we're going to have to sort of breed them out a bit. Okay. We'll still go with dominant families. Like these, like, distantly are related to us. I wouldn't be surprised if these guys are, like, way distantly cousins or something. I wouldn't be surprised if he was eventually an Egad. Or his mother. Yeah, there we go. His mother, that person's mother was an Egad as well. So they do have a small amount of Egad blood in them. Which is alright. Even this 17-year-old. Even though they don't have the last name. Alright, that's alright. Okay, we want to try and get them married off as quickly as possible. 38, 33 there. Oh, that's a bit of a shame. We're running out of females in the court. We've got too many males, which is a shame. Pushing into the last territories here in Cyrenaica. Yeah, there's still that there, though. I want to try and hit 100%. We'll definitely try and paint this our colour. We probably won't go for this, though, even though there's probably some armies there. But overall, we've taken Cyprus. We've taken those territories there. We've taken the crucial territory within Egypt. We've taken the Israeli-Palestine plateau there. And we've pushed even further south into Africa itself. But casualties-wise, we're even losing more, even though they've got no armies, just due to our attrition slugging through it. I want to try and hit 100%, but maybe I was better to call quits to proceedings a while ago. Okay, guys, 99. We're not going to get much better than that. We've taken all their territory here. Let's sue for peace with the Egyptians. So, do they still... Whoops, do they still have that Ptolemy in charge? Yeah, 28. Man, he's going to have to make some massive war secessions for us. So, let's go with suggest. And what would we actually gain from Egypt, even though we conquered their entire territory? Are you kidding me, man? We got a small part here, and a tiny part here on the delta. That's insane. We deserve way more than that. I'm nearly tempted to take this central part, because even though this northern bit's cool, like, we want Alexandria. We want this. Are you kidding me? We can't even take, like, hardly any of that. That's not bad, but, like, it's actually better off for us to take that. And then continue to push where we can. And then just go again. It's just the lack of war score we get is outstanding. So we're going to be able to take Alexandria. Yeah, we're going to take this central bit here. Is there much more we even can take as well? No, we're really pressed here. So we can either have these 2 points or like that bit there. Nah, we're better off taking this. And then whatever we can get up here. To be honest. Yeah, that's better. That's better. We're better off doing something like that. Alright, was there much more here? Nah. Oh, we're goddamn clicking units here now. Come on, you bugger. This. Yeah. Oh, that's alright. That seems to be a bit better. So we'll take this here. We'll take the central bit so we can really push. We really can push back down again if we need to. And we can take this. Alright, let's bankrupt the country. Come on, this is Egypt. This is the breadbasket of the Roman Empire. Whoa. Look at this score we're getting. Oh my god. 3,540 gold from the Egyptians. Let's call an end to the war. And they've seceded the territory to the Spartans. Fan-bloody-tastic. Let's move back here now into Allied territory. Let's try and stop this crazy attrition we've got going on. And somewhat get it back on track. But let's negotiate and have a look with Egypt again. So, they are minus 3,000 gold. Man, that's the most I've ever bankrupted a country. Like, holy crap. They have 3.6k manpower left. Even though we're in a deficit now, we still have 1 million in active forces. And we're going to be making, like, once the war's now stopped, we're going to be able to easily get our manpower back. We get like 20k a month or something silly. So, we still have 1 million in active forces. They have none. They only have 92 cohorts. Does it actually say how many I have? Yeah, I've actually got 1.7k cohorts. Man, that's fantastic. So guys, unfortunately on that note, it's time to end episode 12 of the Spartan Empire Let's Play campaign here today. We've smashed Egypt in one massive fight. I'm going to spend the next couple of episodes off camera. depending if they build up again. Usually they don't, especially these like smaller factions. It's just easy just to finish them off camera, push for it, save up our religious power, even break some treaties sometimes. It just sort of depends on the situation. And annex and take all the territory. Because it takes... the thing is, right, Imperator Rome, you're not meant to secede Egypt in one go. You're meant to take 3, 4, 5 wars. It's probably only going to take 2 or 3 with Egypt. Smaller ones take, like, maybe a second war. But, like, it just takes, like, an hour. Like, it takes an hour and a half for me to take this. So, I would much rather quickly do it off camera. I'm sure you're sick of me explaining it enough. Just take Egypt and finish them off. And then we'll probably set our eyes on going eastward into Babylon, who are... yeah, they're Babylonian. Okay, but they're different from the Seleucids, though. Yeah, Macedon. Hellenic. Is Bactria even quite strong? Oh, there seems to be a Persian group here gaining some influence. Bactria would be easier to take as they are ethnically Macedonian. And they're Hellenic as well. Oh, the Indians are pushing into Persia. Wowee. Unfortunately, guys, it is time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comment section down below your feedback for the series. And if you'd like to see more, that's the best way to ensure more content. Leave a dislike if you're not enjoying the series. Check out my social media links if you want to stay connected with me. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all in the description below. Highly recommend Twitter. Every single time I post a video, a tweet goes out. It's much more reliable than the YouTube sub box. These days, to get all the notifications for the channel, you have to click the bell, of course, to join the notifications squad. I do enjoy reading those comments. Patreon and merchandise link in the description below, along with the Steam group. Come and join the community on Steam. And on that note, unfortunately, I have to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching once again. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Go out and have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy. Goodbye.